My fiancé got a face tattoo without talking to anyone. I am honestly stunned right now. My fiancé, Kim, I have just learned, is completely insane. She took some days off work this week, sick, and avoided seeing most people in person. She claimed she was feeling unwell and just wanted to stay home alone. She has never given me any indication that she would lie about something like this in the 6 years we have been together. No one in her family had any concerns because she was always a stable individual, someone who would never do anything crazy. She got a face tattoo. She took 3 sick days from work to recover from the fact that she got a face tattoo. She told no one about this plan beforehand. In all our time together, Kim has never once mentioned tattoos to me. She never showed any indication that she was even interested in getting one. I was not even the first to find out. Her sister visited her after getting worried when Kim canceled their lunch plans on her 3rd sick day, and that was when she got the grand reveal. Kim did not tell anyone beforehand because she did not want to be talked out of it, and hid the results because the swelling and redness were so bad that we would react badly and not be able to understand the artistic meaning. Kim is Asian American. She got Japanese symbols tattooed down her forehead and under her eye. I do not know what they mean. I do not even know if I care to know. Kim's parents are Japanese immigrants, and according to her sister, who was nice enough to inform me of this whole debacle, this is a massive no-no in Japanese culture. Tattoos are associated with crime and are heavily frowned upon. Her parents are beside themselves, and that is a whole other level of drama I cannot even begin to address. Kim finally spoke to me about it last night, but she acted offended and started a fight when I told her it was absolutely insane of her to do this. She works in a public-facing job. She interacts with clients face-to-face in the financial industry. The moment her boss finds out, the career she went to school for will be over. She actually did not consider her job, her family, or me at all when she decided, a long time ago, that she was going to express herself freely without any concerns. I am seriously worried about her right now. This is not normal. She has blocked my number after our fight and is ghosting me and her sister, even though we are just trying to help. But, dear Lord, this is far beyond me. I cannot comprehend what I am even supposed to do right now. Kim has lost her mind. Is there any chance I would be happy married to this? A woman who went and got a face tattoo and hid it from everyone because she knew we would all talk her out of it? Dear Lord, I really need to run. Do I not? Quick edit. Wow, this got some attention, huh? I read through the replies, but I cannot respond to all of you, so I will just update here. The engagement is pretty much over. Kim has told me she never wants to see me again, and I woke up this morning with her ring and a box of stuff I gave her sitting on my porch. I do not know what is going on with her. Her sister and family have been trying their best, but nothing on their end is working. I brought up to her sister the idea that this might be a mental breakdown, and they are looking into getting her help. It is painfully slow, considering Kim is not responding to anyone and is refusing to talk. I really do not know what else to say here. To answer some questions, Kim is 29 and I am 28. In the 7 years I have known her, she has never acted like this before. She had a good relationship with her parents, and while they could be a bit overbearing at times, they supported her in going to college and building a career rather than starting a family. From what I have gathered, they probably would have been fine with her getting a tattoo, as long as it was not on her face, neck, or hands. Even then, this kind of behavior is as far from the Kim I knew as I could have ever imagined. She just lost her mind out of nowhere, and it is not like I can do anything about it either. She has blocked my number and does not want to see me. I am just at a loss for words. One day, I was engaged. The next, I was not, and my ex-fiancé has a face tattoo. Update 1. About 9 months ago, my ex-fiancé, Kim, got a face tattoo without telling anyone. That was just the beginning of her doing everything she could to ruin her life. When I questioned her about it, she broke up with me and called off our 7-year relationship. She worked a client-facing job for a massive financial institution and was let go within a month of returning to work after getting the tattoo. I kept in contact with Kim's sister, hoping for some news. They tried to get her help, believing she was having some kind of psychotic break. However, she eventually called the police on her own family, claiming they were harassing her. After that, I decided to walk away. Kim did not just destroy her own life. When she broke up with me, I felt numb. I knew, deep down, that this was not Kim. I wanted to believe that she had always been like this. Always this impulsive, this reckless. That she was always someone who would ruin her life over something as senseless as a face tattoo. I tried to convince myself that I had not actually lost a wonderful woman, the one I had spent 7 years of my life with. But the person who made these choices was not Kim. The woman who told me over the phone that she hated my guts for not supporting her. The woman who wrote in a letter that she despised me and had only ever stayed with me out of pity. That was not the woman I had asked to marry. That was not Kim. That was someone in the middle of a mental breakdown. A breakdown that led to months of reckless decisions. Decisions that will affect the rest of her life. The day I walked away and told her sister I could not deal with it anymore was the worst day of my life. It hit me like a train. The numbness, the denial. It all collapsed on me at once. I almost quit my job and moved back home to my parents. The only reason I did not was because of my boss. She was incredibly understanding and let me take 4 weeks off to deal with everything. She, along with the rest of my team, went above and beyond anything I could have ever expected from coworkers or management. Looking back, it terrifies me how close I was to throwing away a job I actually enjoy. I never truly moved on from Kim, but I came to accept what had happened. I thought I was okay, until 2 weeks ago. Kim called me. She had blocked my number and done everything she could to remove me from her life. So when I saw her name on my screen, my mind just blanked. I picked up, and it was actually her. We did not talk much. I did not know what to say to her. We decided she would come over, and we talked. The tattoo is still there, but she is covering it up with makeup now. She says that once she has the money, she will look into getting it removed if possible. She has lost a lot of weight since I last saw her. She has not been able to find a new job, and she will probably need to move to another city to have a chance. She was not the Kim I fell in love with. She was like a shell of herself. Something was just missing. Kim told me what had happened. The year leading up to the tattoo had been awful for her. The stress kept piling up, more and more, until she could not handle it. I will respect her privacy and keep most of what she told me to myself. But the important part is this. She secretly started using methamphetamines to keep up her performance at work and to cope with everything. And then, one day, she just decided, out of nowhere, that she hated everything about her life. She explained why she got the tattoo, but it does not really make sense. A lot of what she was thinking at the time did not. And from there, she completely lost control of everything. I will not go into detail about what happened after she disappeared, but it is not pretty. There are things she did that will follow her for the rest of her life. It explained a lot, but it did not make anything better. We talked for nearly the entire night. She did not leave until almost 4 a.m. Since then, she has said she wants to try getting back together. She admitted that she knows things can never be the same, but she wants to try anyway. I have not talked to anyone about what I am about to say. I have even held off on bringing it up to Kim because it feels selfish. But there is something about the way she talks about how all of this affected my life that bothers me. That night, she told me I was lucky that she had cut me off. I was lucky I did not have to go through any of it. I was lucky that my crazy ex was not at my door screaming or showing up at my workplace causing a scene. She acts like my life was not affected at all. I told her what happened after she left, how much it hurt, how I almost quit my job and moved across the country. Her response? Dismissive. Like, because I did not go through with it, I do not get to complain. She acts like because I was not the one with a tattoo on my face, I do not get to feel like this had long-lasting effects on me. She did not even acknowledge the hateful letters she left with my things when she returned them, or the phone call where she called me a manipulative, selfish asshole who only wanted her for her body, or even just the fact that she broke up with me in the most cruel way imaginable. She knows she was wrong, but it is like she thinks that, because she had a breakdown, I cannot hold her accountable for what she did to me. Like I am not allowed to feel like I was hurt too, because my suffering was not as visible as hers. Last night, I texted her about how hard it was for me when she left. She ignored it entirely and just tried to change the subject. No acknowledgement, no response, nothing. And for some reason, that hurt me more than anything else. It felt like I was right back where I was when all those emotions first hit me after she left. I wish she had never come back into my life. I wish I had never picked up that call. I wish I had never found out what happened, because now it hurts all over again. And yet, a part of me feels like I am being selfish, like I am complaining too much, like I should not feel this way, because I am not the one who had a mental breakdown. Update 2. I learned yesterday that my ex, Kim, died of a drug overdose on Sunday. I am still processing the news, I guess. We broke up 2 years ago after she got a face tattoo out of nowhere. I have some other posts on this account about that if you want the full story. Kim reappeared in my life about a year ago, after breaking up with me and essentially becoming a ghost. She wanted to get back together, and I stupidly considered it. I let her get a foot in the door. She claimed she was clean, but she was not. It was obvious she was still using meth, and my guess is she was still on fentanyl too. After I finally declined to get back together with her, she slashed my tires and caused a scene at my office. Luckily, she has been out of my life for about 6 months now. Some cop put the fear of God in her after she broke the restraining order, and that was the last I ever heard from her. I have not thought much about Kim since then, thankfully. Last I heard, she was wanted on a warrant and was lying low across state lines. Then, yesterday, Kim's sister called me. She wanted me to hear it from her rather than through the grapevine. Kim was found dead on Sunday morning. I appreciate her reaching out. Despite everything, Kim's family has been nothing but kind to me. Kim's parents are having her quietly cremated. There will not be any ceremony. It seems that years of stealing from and abusing her family since she started using meth have left them just as detached from her as I am. Or maybe they already mourned the loss of their daughter long ago, and this is just the end of whatever remained. Right now, I do not know how to feel. I feel like I should be sad. I knew Kim for 7 years. I was with her for 6. I was engaged to her. I lost my virginity to her. She was the first person I truly loved. I used to sit up late at night with her, talking about the family I wanted to have. I wanted her to be the mother of my kids. She was there when I broke down after my mother died. At one point in my life, she was the most important thing in the world to me. And now, she is dead, and I do not feel anything. When Kim left me, I was devastated. When she came back into my life, she made me feel emotions I still cannot fully describe. And now, hearing the news that she is gone, I feel nothing. I am not numb. I am not in shock. I just lack any emotion toward this at all. I should feel something, right? I still miss Kim. Not the Kim that died on Sunday. Not the Kim that stalked me. I miss the Kim I met. The Kim I fell in love with. The Kim that died the moment she started using meth. That Kim, the real Kim, I still grieve. I still feel sad when I think about her. But this other Kim, the one who spiraled into addiction, the one who threw away her life and left nothing but chaos behind, she is dead, and I feel nothing.